Hello everybody and welcome to One Player Today on the table. Ooh, it's the most thematic box of all time. It's Burgle Bros, and after this tied for votes on the last week's live stream, I had to give this a play, and by golly, I've missed this game. I haven't played it for so long, and it's just brilliant. It looks wonderful when it's on the table. I recognize it's probably a little crowded, and things are going to get pretty chaotic on here real quick. But, oh, it's just so nicely designed. And this little helipad is our end game. This is our win condition right here. And we're going to stick it over to the right off screen. I don't want to, it doesn't need to be on camera. But that's where we're going. And we're going from the first floor, the ground floor, to the second floor. Thematically, we are moving up the building until we get to the helipad. What are we trying to do? Well, in a normal game, we've got a crew with us of up to 4 different crooks that we've pulled together in one gang. In the solo mode, you can play multiple characters, and that's certainly an option. I'm just going to play with one today, just because, you know, we're going alone. We're going lone wolf. We're going a sole heist cat, a solo cat burglar, if you will. Our goal is to open the 2 safes. One safe is hidden in this floor, one safe is hidden on this floor. Avoid the guards, generally speaking, and get to the roof. We have to escape with the 2 pieces of loot we find from the safe, and we win if we manage to get to the rooftop. Pretty straightforward. The game basically depends on these decks of patrolmen moving around the board trying to catch us, and us basically either avoiding the traps or various security measures that are set up on the floors, and being able to crack the safe code. I will get into that when we get to it. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the channel for more solo board gaming goodness, and if you could, do me a massive favor and drop a like on this video. That really has been helping out the channel over the last few weeks, so I appreciate you. Let's get into it. First off, we've got to place our patrol, this first patrolman, and he's going on the first floor here. Now, he's got a movement score of 2 currently, so he starts with the ability to move 2 spaces in his turn. And we are going to find out where he lives, B1. And we're going to find out where he wants to go, C2. And we place the dice there to note that that is his target. So every turn he's going to try to walk towards the dice. You can see that we've got this 4x4 grid here of various rooms. These are walls, so he cannot pass through walls, neither can we, unless we have some special abilities. And he's just going to move toward take the shortest route towards the dice. Pretty straightforward. This guy starts with a movement score of 3, and this will go up or down depending on, well, how many things we steal and how many alarms we set off and all that good stuff. It also goes up if we take too long and we run out of this deck, which we will pretty shortly. It'll also go up there as well. So he gets quicker, essentially, more urgent. He starts running around the place once we start, tripping some laser wires or whatever. Alright, so what's left for us to do? Well, we need to choose our character, and then we need to break in somewhere. So we've got a whole slew of characters here, and they both have 2 sides. One kind of basic side, and then one kind of advanced side. I accidentally put all of the advanced stickers on my characters, but I just kind of like them better. I think they're cooler. They're all dressed all in black. But let's just pull a character and then see which side we want to use. I guess we'll just choose. I'm looking away. You're going to have to trust me on that one. And let's go with this guy. We've gone with the spotter. Alright, so we've got a psychic. I don't think I've ever played with this guy. Let's see. Once per turn, you can spend 1 action to look at the top card of the patrol deck for your floor. Choose to place it on the top or bottom of the deck. Okay, so it's kind of like a yeah, we basically get to predict the guard's movement. His advanced side is, once per turn you can spend 1 action to look at the top of the event deck. Okay, so these are events, and they are triggered if we don't take all of our actions in a turn. I think I'm going to go with the regular guy, and let's find his little token. Here he is, in this nice teal meeple here. I've shuffled these up, but I'm going to give them another quick go, just so we know we've got some random tools and random loot and random events. The loot is quite brilliant. Like, some of the stuff you have to rob in this game is really funny, and I can't wait to see what we have to steal from this, high-rise-ish office building. Basically, I should say, playing with 2 levels is probably considered more of a beginner game. If you want like the full experience, you might want to play with 3, and of course you can make the rooms bigger too, or the floors bigger by going 5x5 rather than this 4x4. Camera constraints mean that, and probably time constraints too, mean that I'm going to stick with the 2-level building. But yeah, you can play 3. I suppose you could even reshuffle and add a 4th if you really want to go crazy. And I imagine as well you could add all sorts. I mean, you could make different configurations. I don't know if it has to be necessarily square. Why not? Why not make a weird L shape or something? It's up to you. And there's a generator too for random patterns. I've just put these walls down kind of randomly as I liked it. I've tried to make it somewhat challenging with lots of these dead ends and stuff. So hopefully that works out. I don't know. We don't need to place this guy, I should say, first, because we're not on this floor yet. He's only active when we're there, which kind of makes sense, I guess, thematically. But we do need to pick where we're going to enter, don't we? So, I mean, I don't necessarily want to box myself in. I did leave myself this little kind of atrium here, this like 4 square little thing, and I think we might come in over here. So let's flip this card, and we're immediately in a laser beam, so that's brilliant. We don't trigger it on our first go, so that's nice. But this is where we're going to live for the first turn. And then we get to take 4 actions. So we're either going to move for 1 action, anywhere adjacent, no diagonal, just adjacent. We can peek, which essentially is to reveal the tile before we move there. Safer, obviously. We get to check for like traps or, well, alarms. We can hack a computer, which is we add a hack token onto a particular computer, and that helps us disable alarms later on in the game. And we can do some safe actions, which aren't applicable until we find the safe. So I'll just talk about those when we do. So you might have just noticed that all of these tiles shifted just ever so slightly, and that is because my camera just died about halfway through clearing out this floor. So I didn't notice or realize, and so I've been playing just talking to myself without actually the camera being on. So in the interest of fairness and of course wanting to make an actual video, I've reshuffled everything. So we're back here. We're sitting on the lasers, which again don't trigger anything, but I've no idea what is under the rest of these blueprints anymore. So what I did do, and I will do again, is to peek, and I'm going to peek 3 times, and let's just see how it goes. So I'm going to peek at all these adjacent squares and then see what happens. So we've got a foyer. This can be seen from any adjacent squares. So normally, if the guard was here and I was here, if I was here and the guard was here, he wouldn't be able to see us. But if it's this configuration, he can spot me, and I have to give up one of my stealth tokens. Another thing which I think I forgot and had to add a little bit later on in the game. I'll talk about that in just a sec. I'm going to peek over here as well. And this is a deadbolt, which takes 3 actions to enter this space, which is not great. That's a lot of actions if you've only got 4 to spend in a turn. I'm going to peek over here as well, because why not? We'll just clear it all out. And we've got a service duct. When we find the other service duct, we can move between them freely for 1 action, of course, to move. Whether it's on another floor or somewhere else in the same grid, we can move to it. That's pretty great, because I did set up this like little doorway you can see here as like oh yeah, that'll be challenging and fun. And in the game I just played but didn't finish because of my camera, this was here and was pretty miserably placed because I'd have to spend 3 actions every time I wanted to get through it. So this is much better. Much better. So hopefully, we go on to do some nice stuff. I mentioned stealth tokens. Now, we have 3 of these to start. We can gain more through sometimes through events and through tools. But for the most part, we have 3, and that's kind of like our lives. Basically, if the guard ever occupies the same space as us, we have to spend a stealth token. That's kind of us like diving out of the way or like propping ourselves up again in the ceiling, like a kind of ninja cartoon. Once we get to 0 stealth, that's game over, we lose. There are places where we can hide on the grid that allow us to spend other stealths. I think if we find a lavatory, then we can sit in there and not be disturbed by the guard, which is nice. But I've done 3 peeks, and I think what I'm going to do is use my special ability. So this is clairvoyance, and once per turn we can spend an action to look at the top. So our guy's going to move 2, right? 1, 2. He's going to get to the dice, and we're going to have to pull the next card to see where he's going to go next. It might be nice for us to know that too, and we can choose if we want him to go there or not. And it's A1, which I do feel pretty comfortable about. If he's going to be up here and we can kind of hang out down here for a minute, checking to see if we can find the safe, then I think that's fine. So that'll go back on the top, and he's going to take his turn now. We took 4, right? We did 3 peeks and a clairvoyance. 3 peeks, 3 peeks, 1 clairvoyance. And now he's going to move. 1, 2 movements. The dice gets relocated to A1. Now I can't remember what I talked about in the video before and after the cut, so hopefully I've explained that once we get to the bottom of this, his movement increases and he gets faster and more amorous. That's the wrong word. That would be a really weird reskin. Aside from that, let's go check out this little corridor over here, because I don't care about this just yet. Well, I do. I might care, but if I can get away with not going here, then that'd be great. Let's go here, and we'll do some more peeking. So that's 1 to move, 2 to peek. Ooh, it's a fingerprint. That's a brilliant place for that, to be honest, because this is one of the only alarms where you cannot get around it. Like, you always trigger it. So you see, like, this alarm, we can pay 2 actions to enter, or we have to trigger the alarm. This one just triggers the alarm as soon as we go there. So to have it in a corner where we don't actually need to go is marvelous. So actually this is all coming up roses. This reshuffle is grand, and I hope you don't think that I did it on purpose. 1, 2 to peek. Let's do another peek. Yeah, or should we just do a move? It would be nice to get all of this done in one turn, but obviously the downside is that, you know, we could trigger an alarm. Let's just do it, just for the benefit of you know, tension. Let's go. We've done 1 and peek, and then we're going to go move for 3, and oh, it's the stairs. Well, that's a lovely place to move. This tells us that we can enter the next floor right over here. So, like, you know, if you imagine like this blueprint on top of this blueprint, we can move up the stairs to this corresponding square. Now, I could peek up there too, but I'm not going to do that right now. I don't really need to. I think what I'm going to do is peek over here, and that will give us 4 turns. And it's a thermo, so that's fine. We don't need to go here. If our actions end here, so like if we end our turn on this square, we trigger the alarm, but we don't need to. We don't need to go there. So we've uncovered everything in this row, and this one is left, but I'm tempted to kind of head up here and see what's up there, rather than going through this deadbolt. We'll see. Maybe that will happen, maybe it won't. This should be on 2, sorry, not on 1. And our guard's going to take his turn. 1, 2 towards the dice. That's brilliant, because the longer he can take to get to the dice, obviously the better, right? Because the less he's going to go through these cards. We are going to do, well, I guess we don't really have that much choice, but we're going to do 1, 2, 3. This is 2 actions, or trigger the alarm. We don't want to trigger the alarm. 2, 3, 4. So we're sitting in the service duct, and that's fine by me. Our guard is going to go 1, flip it. Ooh, D4, down to the deadbolt. And 2, back to the deadbolt. Well, you can only come this way, so we're going to have to get out of the way pretty sharpish. So I wouldn't mind doing that by maybe going, I don't know, maybe going here. Should we move, or should we peek? 1, peek, move, peek. Maybe we do like peek, move, peek, and then move. Oh, it's the safe. Well, that's brilliant news. Okay, let me finish my turn, and then, because I'll forget how many things I've done, and then I'll talk to you about the safe. Actually, no, I'm going to talk about the safe now because we need to know how to open it, and that's going to inform what I'm going to do for the rest of this move. So actually, scrap that. We're on 1, right? This was just 1, because we were here, and now we just peeked. Yes, okay, we're on 1. So, let me tell you about the safe. We need to crack the code to enter the safe. The code to the safe is each of the small numbers on these tiles in the safe's row and column. I recognize that I did column and row, but in the column and row that the safe is on. So, for example, we know that the combination includes a 5 and includes a 1. It also includes this number, this number, this number, and this number. And what we have to do to crack that combination is first add dice to the safe by spending 2 actions. So 2 actions add 1 dice. And 1 action, while we're on the safe, allows us to roll those dice. And whatever score is on those dice, so for example here is a 5, brilliant, because we would then crack the code or crack part of the combination by covering this up. Once we have one of these tokens on each one of these tiles, we've opened the safe and we can go and get whatever's inside it, whatever treasure lives in there. So what we need to do, the sequence of events essentially, is add some dice to it using 2 actions, roll those dice, but we need to find out what the combination is by visiting this square, this square, this square, and this square from right now on. So that's good because we know we don't have to go here. So whatever's behind the deadbolt, I don't really care about it. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Unless if it's a computer room, we might care because we might be able to use it to turn off alarms, but maybe probably not. Well, I think I'm going to do a peek and move, aren't I? So this is a peek, that's a move. I need to get out of this guy's way. So I'm going to do a peek and move over this direction. Yeah. Or do I just do a move? No, I don't want to trigger the alarm. So I'm going to do, because I won't be able to get out of the way. I'm going to do a peek. Aha. Yes. Okay. So now I am quite scuppered because I need to not be on that fingerprint. So I'm going to have to move here and hope that it isn't an alarm. It's a oh my gosh, it's a lavatory. Well, I like that. Let me tell you about the lavatory. Lavatory? Laboratory. Lav. The lav. Let me tell you about the lav. When the lav is revealed, the bathroom, there's no baths. That's wrong. When the WC is revealed, we place 3 stealth tokens on top of it. And if the guard ever catches us in the bathroom, we can just discard one of these stealth tokens instead of our own. So it's like kind of a hidey hole for us where we can, even if we've triggered an alarm, even if we've got a guard and we know he's going to go here, we don't mind because we can disguise ourselves as just a casual bathroom user. That's great. And I don't mind it one little bit. Now, we also, this is even better, we can see there's a 5, and another 5. So like these could all be different numbers, right? Think about it. This could be like, we could have 6 different numbers on each of these cards. Luckily for us right now, we've got 3 of the same. So all we need to really do is roll a 5 and we've cracked half of the code, which is brilliant. How many moves was that? That was 4. Yeah, okay, so we're good. We're on the way. This guy is going to move to here, and actually that's not good because now I need to get out. I need to sir, I need to get out. We've got 2 choices. We can either kind of rush past him. We're gonna have to discard a stealth token, and it can't be one of these because we're gonna spot him. We're gonna be on the same square here, not here. So we can either kind of like bundle past him and spend a stealth token to do so. That is an option, and we can also, funnily enough, we can like go here and take an action on the safe. So like if I wanted to like put a die on there, for example, like I could, without having to spend an extra stealth token. It's only movement that gives you that makes you spend stealth tokens. Or I can stay here and kind of risk my push my luck and pull an event. Now an event could be good, could also be bad, because remember we pull an event if we take less than 2 actions. Well, this is going to be less than 2 actions if I just sit here doing nothing. So like this could be something like the guard comes and takes one of your stealth tokens, or it could be like, yay, gain a cool new prize, or like take a bonus crystal or whatever. So just for the sake of looking at the mechanism, let's pull an event card. And it is a video loop. All camera tiles are disabled for 1 round. Leave this in front of you and remove it at the start of your next turn. Well, that is great because 1, there are no cameras yet, and 2, it wasn't bad. So I'm just going to throw it up there, and we don't even need to think about it. Lovely jubbly. We didn't have to spend a stealth token, and we didn't have to get anything bad. So this guy's going to move another 2. 1, 2. This is a great placement for a dice. Goodness me, so far out of the way. I love it. This, we're going to do 1. I think I'm going to do 2 to add this to the dice. Oops, sorry. 2 actions to add 1 dice, not 2 dice. That was... so 2 actions to add 1 dice that I can roll if I wanted to on the same turn. I think I'd rather just peek at this one to see what it's going to be. If it's another 5, I'm going to celebrate. But yeah, I'm going to do... So that was 1, 2, 3, 4 to peek, and it is a computer room. We can hack the motion alarm, which is... We haven't opened it yet. We haven't found the motion alarm. But if we go here, we can add a hack token. And again, that would disable the motion alarm, wherever that is, should we discard that hack token. So, yeah, maybe worth it later. Who knows? That was 4. Let's see what this guy's going to do. He's going to go 1. He's going to find his dice, and he's going to go 2. Aha, you're heading back up here then. 2. That's fine by me. I need to get over here to get this last piece of the combination. So I'm going to be trapped in this little corridor for a minute, which is a bit nerve-wracking, but, you know, we're just going to have to deal with it. This is going to increase in 2 more turns, so he's going to be moving faster, which isn't great, but we're just going to go for it. So this is a 1. I think I will peek just in case. So peek for 2. It's a walkway, so I didn't need to peek. That's fine. I should say if we flipped it up on the 2nd floor, then that would actually catapult us down to the bottom floor. So I suppose that's not too bad. So that was 1, 2 for peek. That's 3 for move, and I'm going to go 4 for move. I don't want to spend any more points getting here, so I'm going to go 4, and it is a keypad. Oof. So to enter roll a dice, open on a 6, and add die each roll. Okay, so if we roll a 6, we can go there. If we can't, then we're going to stick here. And it's a 2, so we can't. But we can... Oh, this is going to be an absolute nightmare, isn't it? So we're going to be able to roll 2 dice to try and get in there next turn. Oh, this isn't the worst place. I just need to look at this token. I just need to see that tile. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna make it. 1 and 2 and us. We are gonna go. Well, we're gonna try and enter again. So let's roll a dice. That's 1 action to move, and that's not a 6. And we can add another one. That's another action. I hope you can see these up here. You can't, but they're not working. And we're going to roll another time. That's 3 actions to move. Alright, there we go. Goodness gracious me. So that was 3. I'm not leaving that square now without going back this way. So that was 3 actions. So this is going to be another peek. And what is it? It's another keypad. Okay, alright, well that's fine. It's a 4. So we need to roll 5s. So the combination, I should say, when we get to the dice, we need to roll a 4, a 5, a 6, and a 1. So it's 4 different numbers, which, you know, that's not bad, I guess. It could be 6, so, you know, swings and roundabouts, as they say. Now this guy better not be coming over here, because we've got no way out of this corridor. And, well, let's see. That's 1, and he's not. Lovely. 2, and over here you go. He's going to increase his movement speed after the next turn. Or to say, after he reaches this last patrol, I guess. So for us, unfortunately, we cannot get to the safe without spending a stealth token, and I don't really want to do that if we don't have to. It sucks that he's going to get another move, but I think what I'm going to do is this. 1 and 2, I'm going to put 2 hack tokens, because we can hack for 1 action. So I'm going to hack twice and put 2 on that motion alarm, because this motion alarm is somewhere over here. Likely. It could be here, and then we've just wasted some turns. But no matter what, 1, it means we don't have to pull another event, just in case, and 2, it does set us up nicely if we do come across the motion alarm, because we can just discard one of these and not set off the alarm in that turn. I should say we haven't actually set off an alarm yet, so maybe I should do that on purpose at some point just to show you how it works. But anyway, this guy's going to take 2 steps towards his goal. 1, 2, and we are going to get to come and roll on the safe. So 1 to move, We're going to spend 2 more. Oops, I always grab 2 dice. We're going to spend 2 more actions to add another dice. So that's 3 actions total. And then we're going to spend 1 action to roll them. And hopefully we get a 5 and a 6. Or a 4 and a 5. Or a 4 and a 1. 2 5s, which is not the best. Because 1 5 would have done. Because if we've got multiple numbers, we would cover them up with just 1. But whatever. We've got a 5 and that's good. I'm going to cover these 3 up here. 1, 2, and 3. We haven't yet cracked the safe, so nothing else to do, but that was 4 actions. We need to roll a 6, a 4, and a 1 next time. So maybe we need to think about adding some more dice. These dice do stay here, so next turn we'll add some more dice and see what we can do. This guy is going to take his movement 1, flip the card. He's going to D3, and he's going to go back. And after he gets there, which will be next turn, we're going to shuffle this back up and start all over. So I think let's just spend 2 more actions and we'll have 3 dice and we're going to roll them. So that was 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to roll. I could spend my entire turn just adding dice and have 4 dice to roll next turn, but I think I'd rather just kind of see if we can get lucky and roll some nice 1s, 4s, or 6s. Or all 3, maybe. We did get a 1 and a 4, which is actually pretty impressive. So that's 2 more cracked pieces of the combination. So that's 1 down here and a 4 over here. So now we're just looking to roll a 6. Yeah, I mean, that's great. So we added it. Wait, what did I just do? I just added a dice, didn't I? Did I add it? I added a dice for 2, then I rolled for 1. So can I roll again to get a 6? Yeah, I think I can. I hope I remembered that right. Oh my gosh, it's a 6. Well, I hope I calculated that right. I might actually go back and look at the video. Hold on. Yeah, okay, brilliant. So I did. That was 3, and that was my 4. That was my 4th action to roll this 6. That's great. We have cracked the safe. We've rolled all of the rows and columns surrounding the safe, and that means we get to 1, draw a tool card. So we get a find something cool in there, which is a smoke bomb. Discard to add 3 stealth tokens to the current tile. These tokens may be only used in this room. That is really cool. So we can basically bypass a guard really at any time on any tile, which is fantastic. So I'm going to take that as a little weapon for later. We're going to draw a loot from the loot deck. Now these are great and obviously part of our end goal, but they do usually slow us down. Isotope. Whoa. So this triggers an alarm when we enter a thermo tile with the isotope, which we've got a thermo tile here, which we don't need to enter, so that's great. I'm not sure if there's 2 or 1, I can't remember. But this is what we're leaving the office building with. What kind of office building is this? I don't know. They keep smoke bombs and isotopes in the same safe. Then we're going to add permanently 1 movement to this guy's dice. So that goes to 3. He's going to start running around pretty quick because he knows the safe's been broken into. Thus, when he gets here, he's going to go up to 4 because we can't draw anything from the patrol. So that's all right, but we might have to throw away one of our stealth tiles, to be honest, to get past him. We'll see. We don't know. We'll see. As I said, or like you can see, I told you this was going to get a bit chaotic, but soon we're going to be hitting up the stairs and moving over to the second area, which will be just lovely. We've cracked the safe. We did it. We've got our isotope. Very valuable. I'm going to go ahead and say that I hope that we're not selling this on the black market. Maybe we're the good guys and not the bad guys. Like, if it's okay if you steal a painting, well, that's fine. But hopefully, we're stealing from the bad guys. I'm just going to go with that. This guy's going to take his move. 1, 2, and we're going to have to flip. So, now it's time to reshuffle the patrol deck for him. So we take all of the floor 1 cards. So we just had a selection 7 of the possible 16. And we're going to shuffle all the 16 through again, and then just draw 7. Make that our patrol deck once more. So that's our new floor 1 patrol deck. Hopefully we won't be spending too much time here, but that does raise his movement speed to 4. So let's see where he's going next time. He's going to A1, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Very unfortunate for us. So he'd already taken what? 1, 2. So he's 3, 4. This isn't great because he's going to be able to see us whether we get here or not. This way gives us an alarm, so that's not brilliant either. I don't know if there's a way around this, to be honest. Some of the characters have abilities where they can like drill through walls or like blow up walls. That's great. That would be very nice right now because we could get through here. But as of right now, I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, I suppose we just have to sneak past him and lose a stealth token. I don't think there's another way to do it. So if I go 1, 2, 3 to enter, because this is 2 actions to enter. I don't want to move here because then on the start of his turn, he's going to see me and I'm going to have to discard another one. So this is 2, 3. Spend a stealth token, unfortunately, basically to, you know, bounce out of the way of the lasers and the guard. And he's going to then start his turn moving up this way, and that's okay. I don't need these dice to be here anymore, so we'll take those off. So yeah, we've ended our turn on the same square as the guard, but that's okay for right now. We're down to 2 stealth, but we're doing all right. We've cleared the first floor pretty much, right? So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get towards his dice, and then we are going to go 1, 2, peek, 3. Ooh, laboratory. Oh, first player to enter draws a tool. Well, you love to see it. 4. Now, we now have to place the patrolman for the second floor. So this guy, remember, starts with 3. And he is going to start on A3, right behind the laboratory wall, and he's going to go towards B3. So he's got a pretty big jaunt to get through. And we are in a nice place, a nice position here. Let's draw ourselves another tool. Brilliant. Roller skates. In a laboratory. What kind of building is this? Where are we and why are we stealing from it? I don't understand. But okay. Discard to take 2 additional actions this turn. I mean, I guess we could do that right now. I mean, why not? We could go 2, 3 and just... This corridor worries me though. So again, I've built this myself and now I look at it, I'm like, oh, this looks a bit dangerous, doesn't it? We've got this doorway here. We've got this long corridor here, which is going to be nasty if we get stuck in it. And we've got this long corridor here. So I've really been quite mean to myself, I think. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way he's going to get down here. So I think let's just do it. I mean, why not? Let's discard it and take 2 additional actions. And you know what? I might put my smoke bomb down here. I'm gonna move. That's 1 action. Oh, we found the safe. What an absolute gem. Okay, that's brilliant. So remember, we need to find the safe on this floor again and crack it using the same combination method as we did last time. We also need to find the stairs so we can get to the roof. So that's 1 action. And I think I might, like, if I put my stealth... Okay, hear me out. If I put my stealth tokens here, I can kind of like freely move back and forth in this kind of area. Maybe I want to put it here. Now I'm questioning myself. Maybe I won't use it just yet. I'll keep it safe. I'll keep it safe. We're going to take 2 actions though, right? So we can move or peek here. I guess let's... Well, we need to move here because we need to get this. So let's just move and see what happens. It's a deadbolt, so we cannot move, in fact. We have to go this way, and that's a shame because we're going to have to spend our entire turn doing that next turn. Whereas, oh, this guy, I'm sorry, you're not going to draw a patrol. Remember, he's going to go do this. 1, 2, 3 to get down here. 1, 2, 3. He won't be able to get to it next turn, so that's good. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Remember, 3 actions to enter, and 4 to peek. It is a camera, and it is a 6. So far our combination is 3, 3, 6, and that is what we know. I'm going to hop back around here, start exploring up this column, and, you know, we'll find the stairs when we find them, but I want to get the combination to the safe. That was 4 actions, so this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then, quite frankly, I'm scared of what this patrol deck is. It could be here, or here, or here, or here, and we are not in a good place for that. So if I do this, 1, 2, 3 to add the dice, and then use my clairvoyance for... that is lucky, because I'm going to put that right on the bottom. That is... I mean, hopefully this isn't one of those 2 as well, but, you know, you get my point. That's good. That we're able to do that. So this guy's going to take his move, 1. Oh, yeah, that's brilliant. 2 and 3, back 2, B1, and that is golden. What a nice special power for this guy. Good job, friend. Let's move up here, shall we? Let's peek up here. 1. It's a fingerprint room. That is going to get us through here and through here, which isn't going to matter, and I'm pretty sure there's only 2 of these tiles. So this is basically like a free room, and it's a 4. So now our combination is 3, 3, 6, 4, and we peeked. So we'll do a move for 2, another peek for 3, maybe? Yeah, another peek for 3. A service duct. Oh, that's kind of funny that they're on the same, like it's literally like a vertical shaft service duct. So that's okay too, and I guess we'll go 4, because there's no way that he can come back here in his same turn. We need to get here, right? And we need to get here, and then we need to find the stairs. This guy's going to go 1 and 2, and... oh. 3, and now he's going to C1. So that was quickly done from him, which is uncomfortable. But that's, you know, he's going at least in the right direction as far as we're concerned. We are going to peek. No, I'm just going to move. I think it's going to set the alarm, but you know what? We haven't pulled very many alarms, have we really? Yet. But I am going to move. Yeah, I'm going to move. So that's 1... Oh, it's stairs. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. That is stairs up to the helipad. I'm pointing at the helipad. So that was a 1. That was very lucky. But we're going to do a peek under the guard. What are you hiding? Or not really. You're not really hiding, are you? Just in it. Maybe we got all the alarms down here. Where there's like this. This is a nice, easy floor for us, to be honest. It's a 5. So currently, we have got 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the combination. But that means we don't need to go... We don't need to explore any of these corridors. We only need to see what this is. That's great. Okay, so we did a move, we did a this. I guess we could peek anyway, because we don't want to take an event card. Or do we want to take an event card? Yeah, I mean, why not? Time lock. Oh, players cannot move up or down through the stairs for 1 round. Okay, that's fine. I didn't have that planned anyway, so that's okay. These events haven't been so bad so far. I would say usually if you're playing, I think more than 1 player triggers this quite a lot more, because like you've got less to do. I think maybe that's not true. I don't know, but anyway. When it's just you've got a lot to do, right? You need to be moving around and doing stuff. Because it's just you're the only guy. So this guy is going to go 1 and 2 and flip, and oh, he's coming for us. That's going there, so 3. Remember, he's going to go clockwise, which is lucky for us because this is the tile we want to be on. So I'm going to do 1 and peek. Ooh, okay. Stop here or trigger the alarm. And then I can do... Ooh, I guess actually I could do this, couldn't I? 3... Oh no, wait, hang on. Was I here already? No, I was... Now I can't remember. No, I was here. So this is 1, 2... Oh man, I would love to go down to the service duct and get to the next floor. That would be brilliant. But it's not going to happen. That's going to be 5 moves, and that is not what we have. We could, however, put our stealth tokens here, couldn't we? We could put our stealth tokens here, just in case. I'm going to throw down my smoke bomb. So smoke bomb, imagine a... yeah, you know. We're going to put 3 stealth tokens, just like the lav. So 3 stealth tokens in a service duct. Oops, that's not a stealth token, that's a stairwell. So 3 stealth tokens on the service duct, and we are shrouded in a cloud of mist. Quite appropriate for our psychic, clairvoyant cat burglar. This is basically going to help us if the guy tries to come down anyway here, right? That's basically what I've done that for. And because the 2 squares we're now really concerned about, because we've got the entire row and column of the safe, which is phenomenal, by the way, without even having to go up here. All we're concerned about now is cracking the safe and getting back to the stairs. And if we get to the stairs, we're golden. So that was 4. This guy is going to go 1 and 2 and flip. And he's going down to C4. Of course he is. So that's 1, 2, and 3. So that was a good call because we're going to discard a stealth token. And now we need to reshuffle. So we're going to grab the number 2 cards from over here. 1, 2, I think this is all of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's all of them. I'm going to shuffle them in. So obviously the reason we do this is because there's, well, yeah, there's 16. Yeah, now it makes sense. There's 16 cards because there's 16 tiles. So we never know quite where he's going to go. Let me just figure that out. So, well, unfortunately, he is going to follow us, isn't he? Because if we go down to the safe, 1, 2, oof. Yeah, if we go down to the safe, he's going to be there. So essentially, the only safe place for us, no pun intended, is either the laboratory. Even then, might not be safe. Just if he draws an A4. If he draws an A4, then we're kind of screwed. But if he doesn't, then we might not be. Can I 1, 2, roll 3? No. 1, 2. So I can only get to the laboratory or the computer room. I think the laboratory is the safest place to be, obviously, because there's only like. If I stay here, okay. So if I do this 1, 2, roll 4, then when he gets here, he might likely come back up this way through this little corridor. But if I go here, the only reason he's going to come here is if this is his destination, which is, well, we've got a 1 in 16th chance, haven't we? So I was here, and I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to roll the die because I might as well. Take an action 3. And we've scored a 1, which is, yes, is in the combination. So that was good. 1/6 cracked. And we are going to spend our 4th movement to go back to the lab. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, collect his dice, and he's going to go to B2, which is brilliant. This is going to go up by 1, I should say, right? So that's going to go 4. And we are going to have to do some weird movement stuff. We are going to have to go here, add a dice for 2, and then move back so that he doesn't catch us. Which is, you know, again, it's okay. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on the stairs, and we're going to go 1. Should I add 1 and then roll, or should I just roll 3 times? I need to get a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So if I roll the dice 3 times, 2 dice 3 times, that, I don't know what the odds are, but that seems okay to me. Let's just roll them 3 times and see if we can win. Or not win, but crack the safe at least. All right, 1. Oops. Oh, we've got a 3 and a 4. That's brilliant. So that's 4 and these 2 3s. And then we're going to roll again. Another 4 and a 3, which is not as good. And now we need 5s and 6s on our final roll. Wait! 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no way he can get to us. Okay, just checking. And we need 5s and 6s, please. It's a 1 and a 2. So I was going to say the exact opposite, but that's not really the case. That's not... Well, kind of. I guess if you're counting dice, it's the exact opposite, isn't it? I suppose the opposite of a 1 is a -1, but you can't roll on a 6-sided dice. Knowledge bomb. Let's pick up this guy and move him here. 1. Okay, well, yeah, and you just head up over here then. 2, 3. Oof, actually, that's not that good. And down here, 4. So, oh, hang on. Is this the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? No, okay, yeah, the clockwork. Yeah, clockwise, sorry. All right, well, he's occupied up there. That's fine. He will be able to get to us this turn, though. So, oops, how many dice were on there? 2? Yes. So I might roll 3 dice. I might roll 3 times and then come to the lab, depending on how this works out. Let's see. I'm going to roll it over here. We've got a 5, so that's good. That's 1 action to get this piece of the combination. And another action to get the next one. Come on, obviously we're gonna roll 6, aren't we? We are, and it's a 5 and a 6, so that would have been both. But that's brilliant. We have cracked the second safe. Now this guy moves up to 5, so he's gonna be plowing around this floor like a maniac. We do take a tool, which is a. I was just about to say stethoscope then, and I stopped myself. Discard after cracking attempts to change the result of any one die to any side you wish. Well, that's useless. We've already blummin' cracked it. Let's see what our prize is. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that stealing paintings made sense? This does make sense. Alongside an isotope, I don't know if it does, but this means that we cannot travel through secret doors, which we have not found, or service ducts, which we have found but we don't need to travel through. So that's great. That was how many turns? 2? No, 3 rolls. That was 3 rolls. So this could be 4, but to be honest, oh, hang on. Was it more? Was it 2 rolls? Yeah, that was only 2. So actually, I can then spend 2 more to go here and go hide in my stealthy smoky service duct. TM. The triple S. Triple SD. So the stealthy smoky service duct has still the capacity to hide us, which is brilliant because when this guy comes here, 1, 2, he has 3 more movement to go, and he's going to go down to C4. So that's 3, 4, 5. He's at the safe. Mate, you're well behind. The painting, gone. Okay, we've replaced it with a fake. I scribbled it with crayon. It was a masterpiece. We are going to win because 1 movement, and just suspend disbelief for just a moment, inside of this building, here we are moving up the floors, and with just our 2nd movement, here we are at the helipad. I don't have a toy helicopter on hand, or maybe even at all, but you're just gonna have to imagine it. I think I've got this here. I've got this Minecraft dog. So here comes here comes the spaceship we have crafted in the form of this cubic canine, and off we go, off into the sunset with our isotopes and our paintings to either sell on the black market and or, if we're the good guys, return to their rightful owners? Question mark. Who's lost their isotopes? Who knows? But that's not for me to be concerned about. This is Burgle Bros, and what a lovely game it is. It's just it's quite straightforward in its complexity, isn't it? Like, and lots of replayability because I mean we only took 3 tools, right? We took 2 tools, 3 events, 2 of these. There's plenty of cards to go around, lots of different players, lots of like hundreds of thousands of board configurations. Like I said, there's a random generator out there on the internet which like sets you up a whole like game to play through. Brilliant stuff. So, and really fun multiplayer. It's cooperative, of course. Like no one plays as the patrols. You're all part of the same squad. So, yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. Like I mentioned, do drop a like if you could. That would be amazing. Subscribe if you want to see more solo board gaming content. Look out for my shorts that are coming out. I'm going to be posting some new shorts over the next few weeks of like quick little how-tos and setup videos and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoy those as well. And then come follow me on Twitch as well. I've got the link down in the description. I'm going to be streaming some more digital board games. That'll be my plan going forwards. And then also we've got something kind of secret plan, something top secret, something in the works that I hope you're going to enjoy. And that's all I'll say for now. But come join us on the Discord. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the announcements, and that is gonna be it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Cliffhanger, absolute cliffhanger, nail biter. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. This is Burgle Brothers. Yeah, I mean it's a lovely game. What else is there to say? I've waffled on too much, so I will see you later.